Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with another Code Talker IBLEE lock video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, it was titled Testing Distant Coders Code Talker Deck. Is it good? Is it not good? Things like that. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the problems I found with this deck, the good, the bad. Before we get into it though, if you guys could, really quick, just drop a like on the video. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly helps out the channel. So drop a like, takes 2 seconds. I'll wait for you. All right, thank you. I appreciate you so much. So anyway, let's get on to it. So the problem I found with this deck, you guys, there's a few things. I can't lie. There is a few things and why I don't like this deck. One, if your normal summon gets interrupted, like if my Lady Debug right here got interrupted, I'd pretty much be screwed because I would not have access to my microcoder. My microcoder is what I need to get my codec. I think it's what it's called. The card. Let's see. I'll search it right now real quick. So I searched the microcoder. In this case, I would have still been able to get microcoder because I had Signet Mining, but Signet Mining is also a card that can be problematic. If that card gets ashed, you just neg 2. You literally just discarded one, and then you sent this card to the graveyard, so you just went -2. But this is the card that you need, Signet Codec. Yes, Signet Codec is the card you need to facilitate all of your combos. So basically, if you link summon a Code Talker monster, you can add a Code Talker monster with the same attribute that you added as the monster that you special summoned. So you guys will see right here, I'll link into Code Talker, and then Code Talker is an Earth monster, so I'll be able to add an Earth monster off of Code Talker. So right here, you go ahead and link summon, and you get Code Talker. And then you search for your code something, the Earth code monster. So right here, code generator. So you search for code generator. So if you can't have access to Signet Codec, then you're a little screwed. Like, you don't have much plays, and so you need this card to facilitate your end board, your best possible end board. Your best possible end board is Firewall Dragon with 2 bounces, a Trigate Wizard with an Omni Negate, and an IBLEE lock, so they can't special summon except links, and they have to use their battle phase to crash with the IBLEE. So I'm not saying that board is bad. That board is good. It just takes so much of your resources to facilitate that end board, and it can be cracked. And if you get hand trapped in the middle of this somewhere, like if they were to ash my in this video, I'm pretty sure I don't even use Signet Mining right here, but if I was to get ashed, say on my Lady Debug, or impermed on my Lady Debug or something like that, and I didn't have the extra extender in hand, I would have probably been screwed. Like I said, a lot of the times you don't really, like, I opened a really god hand, to be honest. I opened a really good going first hand. Like, it was really good. I had multiple extenders, had full combo basically. I opened up full combo plus extenders, and I could have probably played through 1 or 2 interruptions, but honestly, you have to play so many combo pieces in this deck that going second is a real problem. Like the decks in Master Duel, they set up 2 negates with a hand trap. You're not winning that game. You're probably not winning that game. So you have to play stuff like Droplet, and I think I have Nibiru in here. I've been changing it around. I've been adding more going second cards and taking some going first cards out, because I would just go second every time and just lose. I would just get hand trapped and just get wiped up, honestly. So right here, we go ahead and make Firewall Dragon. Like I said, this video is full combo. I do get the full combo in this video, but another problem that I've realized with this deck as well is, the extra deck is really tight. That's another thing with this specific IBLEE lock version, what I'm talking about. This version, the extra deck is really tight, and on the first turn, you guys see how many times I link summon. I use every Code Talker monster right here. You guys can look at my graveyard. It's pretty full. Every Code Talker monster I'm going to summon first turn. So it can be a little bit tough for follow-up. Like, there's really not much follow-up unless you Firewall Dragon, and which is what I do in this video. I Firewall Dragon and add 2 cards back from my graveyard to my hand. So Firewall Dragon is good follow-up, but you really want to use Firewall Dragon as an interruption, not as a tool for follow-up, because you want to bounce too. That's like one of your main interruptions that you have going first. You can also search the trap card in here. I do have the I don't know what it's called, but it's the trap card that says if you have a Code Talker monster, it's an Omni Negate basically. So that card is good, but most of the time you'll search that off of the microcoder. But most of the time you need to search the Signet codec off the microcoder, so you really don't even really get access to that a lot of the time. Like a lot of the time microcoder's searching for Signet codec so you can get this whole combo IBLEE lock going right here. And not to mention, the IBLEE lock does absolutely nothing against Flunder. Not to mention that, bro. Flunder, let's not even mention Flunder. So my point is, there's a lot of decks that kind of out this, and just the fact that it takes so much stuff to set up this board, and with not a lot of follow-up, with how weak it loses to hand traps. Maxi is obviously the most popular hand trap in the game. This deck loses very hard to Maxi. There's not many counters. Like I said, there's not room in the main deck either to play a lot of going second cards, so no Ash Blossom. You could play Ash Blossom, but I like more high impact hand traps like Nibiru, or going second cards such as Droplet, things like that. I did put Talons in here because I was getting hand trapped so much that going first, I would get stopped a lot. Like I said, Ash Blossom on the Lady Debug or something like that, and Talons would come clutch to let me draw 2, or look at his hand, whatever I wanted to do. But this is the end board you're trying to achieve. Like I said, it's a good end board. Don't get me wrong, he can't special summon anything except links, and he cannot link summon, but he can go to battle, he can crash. In this situation, I do have the Tri-Gate Wizard Omni Negate and the double Firewall Dragon bounce. But I'm telling you guys, a lot of the time, it's very difficult to end on this full board right here. You have to not get hand trapped. I did have 2 extra extenders in my hand, so this game, like I said, it was a god hand draw. And I'll go ahead and show you guys my deck list after this. Have been changing it up, so it might not even be the exact deck list that I'm playing in this video. But right here, we go ahead and Tri-Gate Wizard, banish, negate the Fateful Adventure. We don't want any parts of that. So during the end phase, I add back 2. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This card says you are monsters, target monsters on the field and or graveyard. So it only bounces monsters. I was trying to bounce his set cards. It is what it is. Also have the Dark Ruler in here, so I could Dark Ruler and then hopefully try to make this board. But right here, we go ahead and just negate the skill drain with the Tri-Gate Wizard and banish his other set card with the Tri-Gate Wizard. So right here, it's just a pretty much instant dub. But like I said, this deck, it's cool, it's fun, I like it. It's anime, you know what I'm saying? Anime decks are always fun to play, and they're always cool. I love the card Signet Codec. That card it's pretty broken, I'm not gonna lie, but it's broken because the deck is just not that. I mean, what are you gonna end on? Access code if you get stopped. So I don't know. I enjoy this deck. I just think it has some weaknesses to where it's really not. It's not the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the greatest. Like I said, you have to play a lot of extenders. You have to play a lot of going first pieces. So I got only a few going second cards. I did just throw in the Rivalry of Warlords just to help my first turn board. Because if you put IBLEE up on their field, actually, they could still just crash. But still, Rivalry, everything here is cyber. So Rivalry is really good. But I've never drawn Rivalry. Like I literally just put this in, and I don't think I've drawn this. I don't think I had this in the replay that I just showed you guys either. But this is the trap card I was talking about. It's hard to even get to this, bro, because most of the time you're searching codec right here, and if you get hand trapped on the Signet Mining, it's not as good as something like Chaos Space. Chaos Space, at least if you get stopped with Chaos Space and you get hand trapped, you can potentially draw another card by banish or returning one of your banished monsters that can't be normal summoned or set back into the deck, and then you can draw. So Chaos Space is a lot better than Signet Mining. Signet Mining just says discard one card and this card, and then you just go neg 2. So this can be very tough if you get hand trapped. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did go on a crazy losing streak with this deck. I went on a crazy losing streak. Like I said earlier in the video, I would just go first and get hand trapped and get stopped and not be able to end on Tri-Gate. Like the best end board I was ending on if I did get hand trapped was like Firewall Dragon with 1 bounce. It was almost impossible to end on the Tri-Gate Wizard with an Omni Negate if I got hand trapped, if they did it correctly. and also the 3 IBLEE, like, it helps prevent Nibiru, but if you don't hard draw the IBLEE and normal summon it, they have time to Nibiru. You can't get this out in under 5 summons if you don't draw it. So I was playing 3 of it, but you would draw it. You would draw IBLEE with the Lady Debug, and it's just too many normal summons. I feel like it's just a little too many normal summons. This card's really good going second. You can negate a monster effect, or 2 if it's on the field and you use it for the link summon of a Code Talker. So that's really cool. Like I said, this deck does have cool interactions. Like, it has a lot, like, this card's broken right here. This card is broken. This is why you would play the deck right here, is because of this card. But in my opinion, I just don't think it's good in the current Master Duel format that we have right now. Just with like Flunder going crazy, the amount of hand traps people play, Maxi, stuff like that. It's just really difficult. So, I enjoy this deck. It's cool. It's fun. I just don't think it's very good here in Master Duel. I think it's very easily beatable in Master Duel unless you get your full combo uninterrupted with the IBLEE lock. Then you'd probably win the game. Like, if you do what I just did, what you guys just saw, if you get the combo, if you get the lock completed, then you probably win the game. But even then, still, everybody's on cards like Droplet, Dark Ruler, stuff like that. So, it doesn't end on the craziest end board. Doesn't have the best follow-up, and it's my conclusion, bro. So I went on a crazy little losing streak. I'm probably gonna keep playing this deck and keep trying it out, keep learning it, because obviously I'm not the best with it yet. So that could just be one of the reasons why I'm losing with it. But it just has a few problems that those are just a few problems that I've come across while playing this deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will be coming at you with more Master Duel videos daily. Hopefully you guys liked. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out. Peace.